Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Good morning, Vietnam. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie, so I don't really know how it goes. But here we are, another beautiful day. Let me turn this down a little bit. Maybe turn it up. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good right there. But good morning. I hope it's Sunday, September 17th, 10:55 a.m. I don't know when this video is going to get out or when this little podcast episode is going to get out, but it is what it is. Fuck it, we ball. Today I'm going to there's been a lot of things kind of happening personally that I don't, I'm not opposed to opening up about really, but it's a lot, to hear that story. I think I don't want to put out a whole bunch of stuff and then it comes to a thing where Jacob this and that and da 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 da. You know what I mean? I'm good off that one for now. We can if y'all want to know the personal details, all you gotta do is ask. But it's been a good it's been a good couple of. For better or for worse. When you go through a lot of like agony, pains, like suffering, heartbreak, you tend to learn like what you can take. You know what I mean? You survive. If you survive like a heart attack, damn, I can survive that. You know what I mean? If you survive like a stroke, falling from a high height. You know what I mean? Like you survived procrastinating for an audition, for way too long. Procrastinated do this midsummer. I knew it midsummer. I'm not even gonna lie. I saw that email and said that's what I want to do, and then didn't follow up for the whole summer. So I really, sometimes I really put myself in the bind, in the hole, and so, today, I went to that, political organization that I mentioned, and I thought, there's different things going on, and we can talk about, we talking about politics. But today's not a, or at least for this recording, I don't, I kind of like, I guess. Lately, I've been, I wrote a bunch of poems. When I write poetry, what I do is I tend to like write a whole bunch at one time. I get it's like I catch a fever, I catch a cold. Hot for a moment, then I won't write for maybe a couple months. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of thoughts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when I do write, what happens. You know what I mean? Consistency is key. I will say that. You know what I mean? So the door is not open, but I do want to. I have that the reading the Mao's poems. It has showed me a certain. There's a certain, I guess, a different. I don't want to say style because it's not always about form, but there's a certain depth in them that I really admire. And I guess when I was, I wrote a bunch, but there's something about the perspective and the what he was saying that really brings to life. Like when he was mentioning, for example, the battle and that confidence. I think that it reminds you of the importance of life, and I guess I want to do that with my poems. But I'm gonna read a couple. I'm looking through them right now just to see. Kind of. Well, you guys, you let me know. You let me know. You let me know. if I can still read them. So here's a couple poems. This will probably be a shorter little podcast episode. But here goes. I'll just say next poem, or to divide the poems. But blood red eyes, look, hands clench, metal. As you see, you respond, to you, and not me. Metal cased in metal. A bullet will fly through, and I will be lost. But if I am lost, you are too. Since you are lost, I am too. Next poem. A cigarette shared, perhaps just to touch each other's hands. Next poem. I love it when you lie. Teach me more about you. Lies, lies, lies. I love your lies. Hold me close and lie. Whatever I don't know, that you don't tell me, I don't know it at this point, because you don't tell me, and vice versa. There are moments of destiny. We know they are, because they occur. Does the silence make you happy? The indifference? Did that save you? Another love buried, tired of losing one for another and loving none. I hope warmth will be found again. I won't forget your love in these cold streets. To ask for help, an impossible task for one without the gall to ask. Perhaps not the gall, perhaps only what he lacked was help. Perhaps the only thing, that is, he lacked was help to begin with. Discouragement of help refuses one's right to, quote, ask and ye shall receive. Fascism will put bad spirits on you. The absolute betrayal through lies and fear, or our cowardice. Please don't cry, my love. I'll watch this world away, so you never cry again. Perhaps in another world, your tears will be the waters of new vision. Don't negate poetry for ideology. Cool off, hothead. Love will come around again. Don't call it quits just yet. Ho Chi Minh said 10 years, and the war lasted 15. Yet they won the war. Never slam the door when you leave. You never know how it might hurt one's ears. I know I will slam doors again. Hopefully those ears will forgive the frightening note I've made. Raised voices, arguing semantics. Perhaps not. Look to the beginning, and you will see a lack of love, a yearning for it. So that was the, I guess they kind of sort of blend together, so I stopped saying next poem, but it's almost like a saga, so to speak. I think that there's a lot of things that we can miss when we get a little myopic. Excuse me. So, for example, well, we'll see. We'll see. I will say that there's interesting, like different, movements that are happening. One of which I think that we can't overlook is this kind of online trend. They call them trends these days, but one of the trends is that is the "I have no enemies" trend, and so a lot of things happened over the summer, and I will tell you these some stories. I will tell y'all. I gotta resolve some things first, but I definitely will tell y'all kind of like what's been going on at some point. If y'all want to hear it, y'all gotta ask. Y'all. I mean, tell me what you really need, little baby. Take you out and put you in double seats, little baby. Type shit. You know what I mean? But I like the I have no enemies movement, because I think that trend, or say movement. No, I mean it's a serious thing. I have no enemies. Like, my greatest enemy is myself. I can improve myself. Like, I can become what I'm supposed to be in this world. Like, going to the gym, working out, whatever, improving yourself, making yourself who you want to be. Like, I have no enemies. Like, I actually just cause I haven't been on TikTok. My phone broke over the summer. Rough summer. It was an onslaught, but survived. You know what I mean? Put the case in point. You know what I mean? But that was the one thing. I like TikTok. I don't know. The whole movement to ban TikTok. I think that was fucking stupid. I think that was dumb. But I think that fuck it, man. I don't mean to curse too much, but I think it was dumb. I think what was it? Yeah, come on, TikTok. Everybody loves TikTok. Why would you do that? Why would you even think about? That's the problem. That's why things is getting to be kind of spiraled right now. You know what I mean? Because y'all tried to ban TikTok. No, that's not the only reason. But I think that so basically, not basically, but and what I like about TikTok is it's kind of like what you put into it, you kind of get out of it. So, and when a friend of mine, she was telling me about how, actually, you have all, a nice young lady, we'll say, a nice young lady. I hesitate to get too much into the personal. To take a step back, I hesitate to get too much into the personal, because then everybody, this and that, and Jake's this, and Jake does that. Y'all don't know. Y'all didn't ask. That's why y'all don't know. Y'all did not ask. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, so nice young lady. You know what I mean? She was from Birmingham. She was on my ass. She was like, you only got a lot of girls, whatever, on your TikTok, because you always, because you was looking at whatever. I get, she was right. Them ladies usually be right. That's how I try to listen these days. I try to do what they ask me to do, that is. I try to do what everybody asks me to do, for real. But, I so the whole thing with it, I forget how I get to that point. Son of a bitch. I told you I didn't win. I mean, y'all, I'm pre-offering. I'm pro-offering y'all some information. You know, I don't want y'all to know about my, all these personal details. I brought that up. Yeah, I'm a little scattered today, but I brought that up because she was right. She was right. It is something where, you kind of put in what you get out. And that's life, though. That's life. That's why I like TikTok, because it did show me a little bit more about life. Even when I first opened the app, I kind of like, I was like, wow, like, why can I see this like so well? Like, why is everything so nice on this app? You know what I mean? Which I don't mean to advertise for TikTok. I miss it. I do miss it. I miss, I miss my little phony phone. I miss my little TikToks. I mean, it's the motivationals. Guys be like, I hear you, friend. I hear you, my friend. How are you, my friend? That was important to me because, it helped me get up. David Goggins helped me get up. You know what I mean? And so, get up and do some of these things that I'm, and it didn't come without reprisal. Like, when David Goggins was right when he said, that, when you're going to start winning and it's going to get a whole lot harder because you're going to keep winning. And that's true. That's true. You take some wins, you take a couple losses too. You know what I mean? You might win the battle and lose the war, and then there's another war. It's so yeah. So basically, and that was one of the. So I bring up the "I have no enemies" because I wrote that in the book because I remember in this book, I remembered. I was like, damn, I think that's an important idea that we kind of keep with us. On our path toward self-realization, toward bettering our country, bettering our communities, bettering our families, our friendships. You know what I mean? Is kind of remembering to like kind of listen to each other. Because somebody tell you everything they need. Somebody tell you everything they need if you just listen. A great man once said that. You know what I mean? And so I think that I think we just gotta. One thing that we gotta take into account when we're dealing with each other is that it's easy to automatically like jump to a conclusion about somebody or automatically say that this is what a person is doing, but you never know what a person is going through. You never know until you listen, and that can be you can have a sadness toward that because that can be a lot what that person is going through. We are allowed to cry for each other and ourselves. You know what I mean? That we are allowed to do that. You know what I mean? If we allow ourselves to, and so. And there's a lot of beauty in that, letting yourself, cry and, So it comes to a thing where, like, I think it's important, and I mean, I can keep going, but I will on a different video, but today it's going to be short because I got to get back to this audition stuff, and that is like the only thing on my mind right now. It's like I'm trying to get back to school, so I'm thinking about like Temple or Drexel, maybe Chestnut Hill College, but all that is like kind of by the wayside because this audition deadline is Tuesday, and I literally cannot get it off my mind. So it's like I can't get it off my mind. I get like that personally. When I love something or I all right, I've gotten a lot very personal in this. I didn't mean to, but I do tend to obsess. Like I do tend to like I just it'll be one thing on my mind until like that's done or like until I think it's a security thing, like making sure that this is like secure and it's partly it's a motivation thing. You know, I won't get motivated until you know, it's maybe the last minute, or I realize what's really happening. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like, well, you know, then it's like, and then I move a little too fast, you know, for people, and so. You know, it's you know, I think this is something, you know, I don't think it's, I'm not gonna keep knocking myself. You know, I don't think that's super bad that I like get single minded, or I get like obsessed over this one thing, like let it be the acting or anything else. Like, I think I you know, I think that's one thing that, at least within myself, I can kind of get to a thing where, right, you know, I think it's easy. We put each other down. It's easy. Philly, it's easy. It's easy. I've put my, you know, I've gone through the gamut of it. You know what I mean? I've gone through the, you know, you know, ran attorney many years. Many years been put down. You know what I mean? So, but I think, you know, that you know, when you go through cycles like that, it ends with you. You know, you can't externalize your pain every time you have it. You can't, you know, you take it out on others, you really defeat yourself. You know what I mean? So, so yeah. So that's kind of it for. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. I mean, we can keep going if you guys want to hear more. But just this is gonna be a little shorter. I might even put out another video today, cause there's different things I want to discuss. If I finish the audition and get that out, which will be a video actually, I will actually be like, you'll see my face again. You know, it's been a minute, but you'll see my face. So, which I mean, if you, you know, it's just what it is. I'm, you know, I'm not gonna argue with that one, but it comes to a thing, at least, where if I finish that, I'm gonna tell you a story. But if I finish that, I'll come with a second video, kind of explaining, because this audition has like brought out. They say triggered. I'm not with all that. You know what I mean? You know, it's not that simple. Triggered. You know. But I think it has brought out a lot of different things, and I actually am kind of excited to talk about, you know, that play that, you know, there's a couple of different monologues I did on the, you know, on the channel if you guys want to check it out. But basically the whole thing. If I finish that audition and I get that out, let's say by later today, I'll have another video coming. I'll probably put it out tomorrow. You know, just to kind of go through, because that was what Lorraine Hansberry did was important. So, but basically, I will publish this, and then I'll work on that. I'm procrastinating. So let me tell you this story. I'll leave y'all with this. I think this story. So when I was younger, my dad, like, you know, what he made me do, or me and my twin, you know, what he made us do was, you know, take care of our homework first. Like, you gotta do your homework first, and then I could play video games. I love video games. I did love them. I do still. I think I could have developed a lot more in different avenues had I balanced my time better, and had, you know. But I was a little strong-headed. I was a little hot-headed, little fiery-willed. You know what I mean? I had that. You know, video games. That was like an outlet for me. You know, that was like a. You know, outlet / like a way to kind of get away from, you know, shit. Them kids was merciless, and then the teenagers was merciless, and the adults was merciless, and god damn it, we live in a merciless society. You know what I mean? So it was I didn't catch very many breaks, but I did, which I can talk about, but I think that ultimately, like, I think my dad was right though. Look, I gotta rush and not rush, you know what I mean? Because I've been thinking it's been in the back of my mind since I've seen it, but I gotta like rush and say I had taken care of it. This wouldn't be on my head like it is, you know what I mean? But I don't know, Dad. It's kind of the way I like to operate a little bit, you know what I mean? No, it's not. It's really not. It's really not. I gotta work on my work ethic. But I also, it's been getting better. It's been getting better. You know, you set them little goals. You know, you'll be amazed what you can achieve. You really can. You really will. You know, so that's why I like that. I have no enemies / like positivity. Go to the gym. You know, movement kind of like or thought. In on TikTok. You know, so that's positive. You know, I'm gonna give a kudos and credit. So today, I'm gonna leave y'all with one last thing. This, my favorite. Do one thing that makes you happy today, and see what happens. You never know. Also, tell the truth about one thing. See what happens. And remember, set 3 goals for yourselves, and do them. See what happens. See what happens. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's about it. Y'all let me know if you got any questions, comments, you know what I mean? Y'all want me to talk about this or say that, or, you know what I mean? No difficulties. No, I have no problems and no difficulties with doing that, and, I love y'all, and, we're gonna figure this out. I'm happy to still be on this earth. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling gracious and thankful for my time. So definitely thank you. You know what I mean? We're gonna knock this audition out. Hopefully y'all see that later today, and we're gonna go from there. But love y'all. Peace.